Anthony Joshua is the new unified IBF, WBA, and now WBO heavyweight boxing champion of the world. But he's critical of his unanimous decision win over the former title holder, Joseph Parker.
Yeah, critical, and I'm not elated because, you know, I don't let the highs kind of get to my head, do you know what I mean? And I always think that we've got to go against him. If I was retiring on this high, I'd be like, yes, I'm the man, because you retire on a high. But I've got to kind of defend my throne again in a few months.
AJ stepped onto the stage at a lean 110 kilograms, 5 kilos lighter than he did for his last fight. While the 107-kilo Parker stepped onto the stage with a few hundred extra kilos of traditional Samoan and New Zealand support. We were in for a fight, all right, but AJ spent the early rounds using his jab to keep Parker at clubbing length, and whenever Parker could get inside, the Italian referee quickly broke them up.
No, we're not saying the ref. No, we're not blaming the ref, but when we got on the inside and try to work, you know, so.
Unfortunately for us, the referee he didn't allow us to do that, and I tried to speak to him when he came out the back. And he had no idea or understanding of the question I asked him.
The fight continued, but with Parker left on the outside, he couldn't compete. AJ pressed on with his game plan and proved that he could go the full 12 rounds without a problem.
And what's interesting is Joseph won't give up now. Do you know what I mean? He's still young, competitive. And I think we'll definitely see Joseph Parker again. But as you said, I think just on this evening I was more focused, more disciplined, and I carried out the tactics and I was a better man, it seemed.
There's only one belt left for AJ, and he wants a fight with the WBC champ Deontay Wilder to get it. But according to AJ's promoter, Eddie Hearn, that will only happen if Wilder and his team actually want it.
If they stepped up and actually were serious about the fight and serious about a deal that we're more than fair to offer them, it could happen next. But with them, they're so erratic and unpredictable, I don't know what to believe.
Time for the bad news. Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez has withdrawn from his May 5th super fight rematch with the middleweight champ Gennady Golovkin. Alvarez's promoter at Golden Boy made the announcement following his temporary suspension due to twice testing positive to the banned PED clenbuterol. There is a hearing on April 18th, announced Golden Boy president Eric Gomez. We have been advised, and it is unfortunate that Canelo won't be cleared to fight in May. Gomez continued saying they hope to reschedule the fight for August or September, but that will be up to Golovkin, who last week went on record calling Canelo and his team cheats, to which Canelo has now replied, "What Golovkin or his team say doesn't bother me. It sounds more like an excuse that he doesn't want to fight me, or he's scared." How Canelo thinks he can take the high ground here is anyone's guess. There's bad news in the UFC too, where Tony Ferguson has pulled out of his lightweight title fight with Khabib Nurmagomedov after tearing a ligament in his knee. Ferguson has been stripped of his interim title after accidentally causing the fourth cancellation of a bout between them. But there's a blessed silver lining for Khabib. UFC 223 has been saved by the featherweight champ Max Holloway, who has the chance to become the UFC's second ever simultaneous dual division champ. The first dual division champ was the healthy and uninjured Conor McGregor, who currently still holds the lightweight title. But he'll be stripped of that belt this weekend when Khabib or Max have their hand raised. And for some good news, a South Korean Taekwondo demonstration team has given its first performance in North Korea since 2002. The performers paid a 4-day visit to the nation's capital as part of an artistic troupe and will take part in a joint performance with North Korean Taekwondo practitioners at the Pyongyang Grand Theater. In the kickboxing at Glory 52, the featherweight champ Robin van Roosmalen unified the titles after beating the interim champ Kevin van Nostrand by unanimous decision. And on the Joshua Parker undercard, the WBA bantamweight champ Ryan Burnett retained the title with his dominant decision win over Yonfres Pereiro, despite a suspected broken hand.